Hi Capricorn, this is Donatella, Empress of Swords, and thank you so much and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time, thank you guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. I always really appreciate the comments, especially if the readings are really resonating with you guys. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. I really do appreciate it. And thank you so much for letting me come back on this channel. It's really a pleasure. It's really a pleasure to do all the readings for you guys, especially when the energy is just so strong again, like it is recently. And I've been really inspired to do the readings, come back and do the readings again for you guys. So thank you so much again for all of your time. Capricorn, what can I say? I'm so sorry, but like, I feel your heart right now. There's something happening that it's been causing a lot of anxiety on the top of your mind. And it could be that you possibly feel like you've been backstabbed several times, especially currently right now. It could be like during this moment in time that you're probably watching this reading as you're watching my reading. Maybe as I'm talking to you right now, maybe there's a huge sadness that you're feeling right now. There's a lot of regret. There's a lot of anxiety. I'm getting a sense of it's hard to sleep at night. A lot of like, your heart is really, really feeling it right now. And it could be because of maybe some mischievousness, maybe a person that you were dealing with, or possibly yourself. Something happened that was not clear, and now things are becoming more clear to you. So maybe if somebody was being deceptive to you, or maybe you were being deceptive to them, something is becoming more clear. And at some point it was a delusion for you while you were in a relationship with this person. But as time goes by, I feel like it's like, what have I done, or what have we done kind of feeling. I'm kind of getting that sense, because there's some kind of thought and regret that you're thinking about right now. And it's so funny because I was actually thinking about you right now, and I'm like, oh my goodness, like Capricorn's probably full of anxiety right now. I highly recommend that you eat blueberries, especially in a time like this. If you're really stressing out, Capricorn, especially like find some that are organic, even better. But blueberries are going to really help you deal with lots of stress that you've been experiencing. That they really, really help. They're very good for you, especially during, stressful times like this. I could just feel it. I could feel it. I'm going to grab a glass of water, too. Okay, so there's something that you went away from, okay? There was a time in your life that you just felt like you were getting stabbed, and 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 you were getting stabbed. So rather than fixing the situation, I think you went ahead and did something more deceptive. I think there was a lack of communication through the feeling of, I don't think you wanted to work on it. I think you were like trying to get away from it, but you were thinking if you're just deceptive, that it's just going to get you out of the process quicker. Because I feel like it wasn't so much so that you wanted to be deceptive, but you didn't want to go through the whole process. You just wanted to, it's like a thing that you do sometimes. Like you just want to rush through things without thinking about it. But you did rush out of it in the distant past. And then in the recent past, you wanted to charge at it again. It was like something that you wanted to do. You wanted to charge at it again. But there's a lot of anxiety that is stressing you out in the middle of the night. There's a lot of anxiety that you're thinking about because there has been an in and out energy, Capricorn. There's been an in and out energy And that's because either you or them didn't want the burden of responsibility. Like, this relationship, there's a relationship that you have with someone that is the ultimate end all be all, but the responsibility of the burden of this relationship gives you this, like, oh my God, can I even, like, I'm sorry if that's offensive. I apologize. Forgive me for saying that. You know, I don't want to offend anyone, but it's just a feeling of so much stress to the point, Capricorn, you're like, is this relationship even worth it, that I want all of these burdens? So rather than having that in and out energy like you've been having or they've been having, you're like, you know what, I'm just going to drop the burdens and sit and wait. That's what you're doing now. Because before it was like in and out, and now you're just waiting, like, oh, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? Because now you're like, okay, there's a new thing going on. There's a new passion going on, but what is this passion? Because I have to, the energy has been stopped, that I'm not allowed to be in this in and out energy anymore. So now I know I have to wait. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, Capricorn, in about like a week, change of luck is happening, okay? And you're pushed by some kind of memory of some warmth, of a good feeling. It's like this, it's been a long time since you've met some rare people that have made you super happy. It's very rare for you to make people that make you spark up and light up. And for a long time, you've been naturally like that character from Peter Rabbit. I don't know if you remember Eeyore. For the longest time, you've been that person. And you thought that that was the standard of living until you met this one specific person that just, they're not the normal. And because they're not the normal, I'm not saying like they're crazy bad, but there's such they give you like such a spark, like they're so fearless when it comes to being happy, that they're like a king or queen themselves. They're like, if they're a man, they're like an emperor. If they're a queen, they're like an empress. And their royalty is high above more than anyone you've ever experienced in your life, that you're like, wow, this is the presence of someone that I'm so equal to. But the problem is that you don't understand that if you want someone at this ultimate level, yes, there are some burdens that you needed to handle. And this is why you're so attached to this person, is because the great memories that you have with them. Now, if there was whoever was in and out, okay? Whoever was like, I cannot handle this burden, is the person that looks like they're the ones that are at guilt. I'm so sorry. Like, I hate to break it to you, but yes, I feel bad for you if it was too much on your shoulders, or maybe it was too much on the other person's shoulders. Whoever is acting like it was too much of a burden is the one that's acting like a victim. And that's the person that is running away. So whether it's you or this other person, whoever it is, because you already know that when you're in a solid relationship, that you're working together, that you're both experiencing it together, you're both like, you're both harnessing good memories together, so that way you're like this super fusion, And I was thinking of this cartoon in my mind, and they were talking about fusing, and it was like this power that you harness, that you have, Capricorn, and it's like you're like a crystal gem yourself. And what I mean by that is that when you think of a good memory and you harness that memory, you see this crystal gem, it's like really, really, really like solid in my hand right now. When you are like this gem and you are holding on to a memory like this, very solid and clear, it's crystal to you what this is. You have a wavelength that comes in so solid to you that it's like this pureness of a feeling that just comes rushing at you. And I don't know if you feel it from my energy when I talk to you, but it's this warmth and this sweetness that this person has, this memory that they give you, that it's like fuel. It's fuel from your memories. And this could involve another Libra or another Taurus. You could be involved with a Libra or a Taurus, or this is someone that's really, really, like, they just remind you of such a queen or king, or like it's such an emperor, empress, like above end all be all kind of person. And it makes you want to be possessive of them. And I think that's what has made you have fear of actually wanting to have a commitment with them, because you feel like they would probably be so much maintenance, because you do see that they are abundant. You've seen this, like you see it for yourself, that this person is abundant. But you see yourself as an abundant person too. But the problem is that a lot of things are not working out because your heart, when it's not trusting people anymore, it's your finances and your contracts are off, and your relationships kind of match up with what your businesses have been doing. So I don't know if you've ever realized this pattern about yourself, but when your relationships are thriving, your businesses succeed far past beyond anybody around you. And when you're guiding other people with the way that your relationship is, it's even surpassing even far beyond that. And what I mean by that is you kind of have become an alpha yourself, Capricorn. But the problem is that as soon as you detach from the contracts that you make and you look like you're doing something mischievous, especially to your own partner, it shows anxiety. As for a human being, any human being that has any kind of deception going on in their life. So you know this about yourself. So if you're plagued by deception or somebody has deceived you, it plagues you, because this is not the person that you've ever wanted to be. So, and you know that it breaks contracts. So there is a person, it's in regards to a memory that you had, Capricorn. This person sparks you. This person makes you a celebrity. This person puts you in a status that you never could be alone by yourself. And you've known it from a feeling of a sense that you had. It was like something that you blocked, that you weren't sure. But it was a wave of an emotion that was sent to you. It was sent to you as a clue. It was sent to you as a clue from some kind of divine energy. That when you were around some kind of solid, supportive person, there was some kind of wave of feeling of like some sweetness, like this warmth of like a genuine, unconditional love. But it was so much so that it made you fall in love. It was so weird. It was like this person loved themselves, loved the universe so much that you love them for that. Like you finally love someone for all the right reasons. Whatever that means to you, Capricorn. But I think somebody else witnessed this too. I think you and someone else were having a conversation or going through something, and it's something really weird and strange happened. You both experienced finding and meeting yourself on a track that you were always supposed to be on. So if you've been with a lover that you know is supposed to be yours, you're recognizing it now, and you're finally having anxiety because you're without them. Or it can mean that you're finally realizing who is the one, and it had nothing to do with anything superficial. And the reason for that is because this person has nothing to do with superficiality. It had everything to do with what emotion they could have sent you, because you knew that you were some sort of alpha. You knew that you are some sort of person that other people would, even if you're not an alpha, you could be a teacher, because a teacher could be some kind of role model too. And in order to be a better role model, sometimes the best partner is the one that helps you get there. And for the longest time, it's always been like, okay, what could I do to make myself look better? Is it the finances? Is it the clothes? Is it the smarts? Is it the people that I hang out with? What is it? What could I do? Now it's like, I would just want to be myself. Who can I be that's really myself? Like, accept everything, all of it, like all of this. Who's going to accept that? And you're coming across a person that's completely independent. You know that this person is completely independent. The person that's able to fit and understand is someone that really has more in common with you. So that when issues do come up, they understand, hey, you need some blueberries because you have anxiety right now. Or they understand that you're malnourished right now and you're hangry, and that's probably why you have some kind of mood. There's people that understand you, that help you get better and are motivated to help you thrive and be better. But there's people that are non-supportive, that may be putting more of a strain on you and not focused on your future. And you haven't figured that one out. You haven't figured who's really there to help you. And those are the people you should actually keep around. But there are some people that you have never addressed. I don't think you want problems. But there has to come to a point where you actually address these things and get to the stage that you want to be, Capricorn. Because it doesn't matter what their opinion is. If you are not honest and straightforward, your life will never match up to what your mentality wants it to be. So you need to be really straight up, and you need to be more transparent, because lots of things are changing and developing really soon. And I feel like anxiety is like really riding you right now. There's a few things I want to tell you. You are becoming the magician. If this is the person that you want to go after, Capricorn, if you feel like, yes, this would be the ultimate person, but I don't feel like I'm good enough, I did get a sense of you are capable of being this person, but there are a few steps that you need to take. I want you to take a few notes if you can do this for me, if this is really the person that you want. Okay, first of all, there's a fire sign. Either this person's a fire sign or you have a fire sign in the way. This fire sign can be a Leo, an Aries, or a Sagittarius. This person is supremely problematic. So one of the major things out of the 4 problems that you have right now, there's 4 problems that you have. So that's why I said, take some notes right now, please. The first one that you need to take care of is the upside down king, who acts like a fire sign, like a Leo or a Sagittarius or an Aries that's mad. So you need to take care of this person. There's like a fiery dragon person. Whoever reminds you of a fiery dragon, take care of this person first. Number 1. Number 2, there's possibly a Virgo, or there's a person that has been antisocial, who has been not speaking and confronting publicly, that's been giving you information privately or giving this person information privately, but never confronted you about it or never confronted them about it. So please address this private hermit person who jibber jabbers behind closed doors, and do it publicly. Because if this person's going to jibber jabber privately, they should do it publicly, so that way everybody's stories match up. That's number 2. Number 3, either you or this other person are more heavily focused on being single than actually committing in a partnership. So being single can mean like you're really focused on your work, more like your job, your finances, more on any love or emotion or things like that. So it's either you or them, or it could be both of you. And number 4, there could be a person with the name B or J in your life that's around you or them. This person's intuition does not work well at all. They could have an addiction problem, or they can just have really bad intuition. Like I said, like they think stuff is going on when it's not going on. They don't understand things. Part of that is because you're dealing with someone that is, you've never wanted to have communication with this person. So there's a lot of misunderstanding that happens that is even worse. So you not wanting to have communication with this person, or this other person not wanting to have communication with you, has caused more of a delusion, has caused you not to find out things. You could have had more information if you wanted to, if you cared really about the reality of what has gone on. But I feel like it was just, you were acting like it was just you were acting like it was too much of a burden, or they were acting like it's too much of a burden. But it's these 4 things that are problematic that if they are addressed, you're fine. You get past your anxieties. But it's these 4 things that you got to take care of. Because overwhelmingly, like, there is a person that you kind of romantically fantasize about. But there's 4 different aspects, elements that you need to take care of. And these are affecting your mood all the time. These are definitely affecting your mood. So Capricorn, whatever it is, if this is resonating with you, please let me know. Please like and share and subscribe. Please let me know. Comment below. I love you guys. I'll try to be back as soon as I can to do another reading again for you. And as always, you guys, I really, really love it when you guys comment. I really do, especially when this message resonates. It means a lot to me. So let me know how this reading goes for you, Cappy. I love you all. Take care.